For today's video, I wanted to talk about the CALUS mini tool and what I think the God roll or God rolls for this weapon is, how good is it, things like that. Let me just get it out of the way. This weapon is very, very, very solid, especially with Solar 3.0, so I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, maybe it's good. No, it's absolutely good. Even if you don't combine it with Solar 3.0, it's still a solid weapon in its own right. Now, let's get into the rolls. So, roll-wise, I'm just going to recommend a couple in each column. I'm not going to say one roll is the absolute best over another because it depends on your player preference, what class you're using, things like that. So, to start off with an example here, Unrelenting is a good perk to have, I think, in 2 of the 3 classes, that being Hunter and Warlock, given that this is a quick ad clearing machine as far as primaries go anyway, on top of the fact that, simply put, Titans have just this stupid unkillable thing roaming around, and they just don't need it, whereas Hunters and Warlocks can at least take advantage of Unrelenting in this slot while they're doing their gun/incandescent burning and killing. Now, speaking of Titans, in this slot for them, you could go with something like Threat Detector or Grave Robber because it synergizes with their whole melee build with the hammer and the bonk and all that, and like I mentioned, unkillable nonsense. They don't really need Unrelenting. Now, for the 4th column, Incandescent. By far, the MVP. Not even close. Literally not even close. Incandescent this season, unless it gets nerfed, or changed, or Arc 3.0 becomes just insane to the point where Solar is forgotten, Incandescent is going to be a solid ad clearing utility for you to use even for future seasons. Combining this with Solar 3.0 perks like Eruption Fragments and exotics like Dawn Chorus, you can just blow through, let's say, master level content fairly easily. This isn't going to be a cakewalk in like a GM or anything, but as far as like master stuff goes and anything below, you're going to have tons of fun using this and blowing stuff up left and right. It is significantly ahead of anything else. The second thing that I would recommend, other than Incandescent, if you wanted to, would be Disruption Break, just for you to synergize in things that has match game, and then you want to switch to a primary and do more damage, you know, kind of like the old Izanagi combos. So, in my opinion, that is really what you want out of this weapon. You want stuff like Unrelenting, Threat Detector, or Grave Robber, depending on what class you're on, and then use Incandescent until your hands fall off. Or, you know, Disruption Break if you're old school. And that's it as far as my small weapon review for this weapon goes. I'd rate this a solid 8 out of 10, if not higher. Highly recommend if you have the red borders to get this and craft it. And then, well, try not to fall asleep while farming it in Shirochi after you gotta level it. So that's it. Hopefully you enjoy. I'll be doing this on each of the opulent/haunted weapons in case anybody's curious. So stay tuned for that if you care. And that's it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.